Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to LGD versus Secret, Game 2. LGD, Lumi, a win here, and they go to the upper bracket, a loss. And Secret will be the team that squeaks by.
I love casting these type of games, you know, like with not everything on the line, but it's definitely a big deciding match.
No pressure.
Yep. And I'm glad that Team Secret first banned MMY's Tusk.
Yeah, I think they evaluate that game exactly the way we did, which is, well, I wasn't necessarily say they have to first phase ban it, but definitely don't give it away second phase. But
yeah.
That's some serious respect there.
Ooh.
And, ooh, a Doom gets through.
So Secret is one of the few teams that kind of exclusively play safe lane Doom. I think Envy really enjoy playing it as a carry.
Ever since MLG Columbus, the like 50 armor Doom, you remember that? The Ogre Ice armor, the Lich Frost armor,
and
Shiva's
then they have Shiva AC.
Yeah. Pretty legit.
And now you can even throw things like Medallion and Solar Crest on top, so there's that. But I really enjoy Doom being played because one of the things that Team Secret really likes to do is have Envy rotate off the safe lane and give one of the supports farm. We saw that Clinks from last game, and I imagine Doom is going to do something similar. He could jungle quite effectively once you get like level 5, and then you give Puppy or Pilot that safe lane farm.
So LGD, they stick to their guns. They get the Darkseer Ember. I mean, it worked for them last game. RTK a little shaky on Darkseer early, but he came up big in the later fights, and maybe was just a god. But the X Factor, I suppose, is the Doom. Now, there's quite a cast animation on Doom, but if you manage to hit the Ember with it, he's done for.
Yeah, what we're likely going to see is Doom not dooming the Ember from the initial start of the fight, but after Ember gets caught by, let's say, a Slaughter Crush or you know, a random stun, then the Doom will come through and seal things up.
Reserve time.
And of course, Secret Radiant Shadow Fiend. We all know how good it is. A lot of the pro players value it very highly. They're going to grab it now. What do you think of the Lich first phase ban from LGD? Like, you know, you're giving away Doom for that. Would you rather give away Doom than Lich versus Secret?
I think Lich is actually very, very good against Ember.
Okay, so you think that's the main reason?
Yeah, the laning stages. I saw No Logic Gaming picking Lich just as a off lane, which is like an off lane core, which is not exactly the most standard, against an Ember Spirit. And Sing Sing playing on the Ember was just like level 5, 12 minutes in the game because of the constant sacrifice. So maybe they're trying to give, I believe, probably Sylar playing the Ember now. A little bit more of a room, but it definitely could be a maybe Ember here on the mid lane.
Oh, no, it's always
a maybe.
Always maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. So they'll ban the Gyro, which was like the go-to Sylar core.
Nyx ban.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Maybe they're worried about the Vendetta spike onto a Flame Shield as a stun and then Doom coming in.
Yeah, I guess when you jump to a Remnant, if he's standing there with the spike, that's...
Yeah. Or if he chained you and then you just turn on spike, that's a stun as well.
Yeah. Mana Burn's obviously decent against Darkseer. I don't know. Nyx isn't jumping out at me as an obvious ban this game, but maybe it'll make more sense as LGD continue their draft. Lycan gets removed by Secret, another unusual ban, but it is a Sylar hero, so...
That definitely is a Sylar hero, yeah.
I know gods consider Sylar the best Lycan in the world. I will say the thing with Sylar is he's played... Like, he was playing Lycan even when he wasn't considered OP, whereas, like, players like Arteezy would mainly just spammed a lot of Lycan when he was basically broken.
I think Lycan's actually very playable now, considering how many broods that's running around. I've seen a game where there's a Howl on broodlings. Yeah. My goodness, it's a ton of damage.
Well, LGD banned the Slardar. I think also a wise ban. This to me is a nice adjustment from last game. You're up against Shadow Feed. That's already scary. And we saw Misery just go off on Slardar. He almost won them that game by himself. AA, the pickup for LGD. This is when the Ember hits like level 7 or 8, wants to start ganking, perhaps. The AA could take over the lane, get some farm.
Yep.
Obviously, Ice Blast is a great way to counter that bullshit Scorched Earth. Let's be serious. That spell's ridiculous.
If you hit it, because that guy's moving pretty fast.
Yeah. Tough.
A pretty good late game counter against Shadow Fiend as well. Because Shadow Fiend generally gets some lifesteal item towards the mid-late game.
You know, I saw the Bane. I'm like, oh, Misery Bane. But probably not. Not anymore.
I wonder what Misery's going to play this game. Is he a Bat Rider player? Because I'm looking at this Team Secret lineup. They need some lockdown,
he's
right?
Been playing Clockwork.
Brood.
Little Brood, yeah.
Mostly Slardar.
He's already banned.
Darkseer.
I haven't seen him on Shaker. I'm sure that's in his toolkit. He is kind of new to the offlane, so we haven't seen him on as many different heroes as some of the more established offlaners. But he seems to be picking up the role quite well.
Well, I think he got a lot of criticism when Secret was at their first LAN, ESL, when he was playing the off lane, but since then he's doing a lot better. And the thing that kind of scares me about him is that he still hasn't matured into a...
Like, he hasn't reached his zenith at the role yet.
Yeah, like, for example, if you talk about Mag, you always bring up, like, Brood and Beastmaster. He has those signature heroes. I don't think we found that for Misery yet, and I think he has room to grow. Actually, is this a Misery Mirana Bane?
Bottom?
Double off lane here?
Could be. It's
very good against
setup on
Ember. Yeah.
Only early on, though. I know LGD will grab the Witch Doctor. I was thinking maybe they'd consider a Rubik here, but they go for a stronger laning support. I still can't believe nobody wants Tiny IO. Our team's just like saving this for the bracket, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, get Tiny Wisp. You know, eHome style TI2.
Again, I think Bane, for example, is very good against the Tiny IO combo. Witch Doctor is not bad, so
yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of counters that teams are starting to pick up, even when there's no Tiny IO in the games.
You say that, but it's not like his win rate has really gotten worse. It's just...
yeah, true.
10
That's true.
seconds remaining.
I'm interested to see how it goes.
I'm in the
5
belief
seconds
that
remaining.
Tiny, in general, is very good against Ember. Because you know how Ember relies on using the Ember or the jump,
Flame Guard.
yeah, to escape with his ult. But Tiny comes in, he immediately breaks your shield because he does so much damage. And in the late game, if you have half health, you just die. So unfortunately, we're not going to see that Tiny Ember matchup. But Clockwork is going to be Misery's hero here.
So LGD, they've got their 2 supports. They've got their maybe hero. I mean, he doesn't have to go mid necessarily, although he normally does, but definitely the maybe Ember, the RT Darkseers. They need a Sylar hero. We'll see what that last band's going to be. As for Secret, you mentioned it is normal. It's like always the EE Doom. So you've got Oweha Shadow Fiend. Now they do grab the Misery, got a safe, stable support in the Clockwork, and they will need that last support. Most likely for... Well, actually, who plays the Bane? Is it Puppy or is it Pi?
I think they switch it off,
Switch it up.
depending on the farm priority.
Support Mirana.
Is Disruptor that bad this game? It's
10
I like
seconds.
this one.
Yeah, it's
I
very
think he's
decent.
the best support against Ember.
especially when you have Clockwork Rocket Vision, giving you that glimpse chase. It's not bad at all.
Oh, yeah. Juggernaut. That is a pretty good Sylar hero, I would say.
I think
Got
they're
the 2 cleave monsters.
they're recognizing that they don't have a really good hero to kill that healing ward, so it would be really annoying in fights.
Yeah, and it allows LGD to just deathball a bit with the Darkseer mech, the Witch Doctor heal. Also a fairly independent safe laner. That's mostly what's been like strong laning heroes. The Juggernaut, the Gyro. What's something Sylar could play? It can't be too greedy because you've already got a lot of space required from everyone on this team. So it needs to be something that can fight
5
relatively
seconds
early.
remaining.
Lone Druid, okay.
I wouldn't say that's a relatively early fighter.
He has been dependent though, and he's good against Clock in the lane.
He could definitely jungle
He's
and give.
also a terrible Doom target as long as he's an ultimate for him.
You doom the bear.
You remember that was the MLG.
I
That
know, there
happened
was
in
one
MLG.
game- That's a funny thing. There was a game where a bear was doomed.
Man, I'm getting zapped like crazy, Lumi.
Like my hands falling asleep from holding on to my
No,
mic.
hold it by the
10
plastic part around your
seconds
ear.
remaining.
Then
You know what? I could tape this to my hoodie. I think I'll do that.
5 seconds
Alfredo.
remaining.
Little sauce here to spice things up. LGD. This is a Sylar classic.
Reserve time.
Was it Sylar versus Liquid, that game where...
Was it TI3? Is that
yeah,
the game you're
TI3
doing? Yeah.
Lone Druid. Oh man, those micro skills. Alright, so Weeha's already got the Shadow Fiend, so there's no Meepo. I don't know why chat's spamming Meepo so much. Unless Eternal Envy suddenly just tried to...
Meepo support.
Yeah?
You know what? Jungle Doom used to be a thing.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, Jungle Doom...
I don't know.
I just feel like he's so strong with levels, though. Like,
Yeah.
even before you get Doom, just getting a few early points in Scorched Earth. I need support. I still think Disruptor's a decent grab.
Are we gonna see like some random support?
Wyvern's not that good.
Like a puppy Kato? Has nothing to do with this game. You just want to pick it.
I'm expecting something that I'm not expecting, is basically.
Thank you.
If that makes any sense.
I'm struggling with tape, and somebody's helping me out. Wait, the Lone Druid has mana now, right? Because he used to use
bear, yeah.
Yeah, you used to be able to mono leak the bear and it just auto stuns.
No,
Now you
no,
can't.
it doesn't
yeah,
do that anymore.
can't do that anymore.
I mean, it's still annoying.
I would have thought that Disruptor would have been the pick, but after Lone Druid, Disruptor is just terrible against. Thank you so much. No, not this.
Puppy. What are we gonna see here? Enchantress. Bane's a pretty good setup for that. Chen, not so good versus AA, I would say. I still think Disruptor's not bad. Alright, they want something that's disruptive in the laning stage, so they're going to grab a Bounty Hunter.
This draft is really weak against a push.
Yeah, what's their deep push here? Rocket and Raze.
Sorry, I have people taping my head.
You're a mess.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's a good point, though. They need a good laning stage. Like, yeah, Doom can kind of run at you and do work in the mid game to some extent, but LGD's Death Ball definitely feels a lot scarier.
I thought this was a Chen game too.
Oh, not versus AA, I think.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Would you not get the mech on Bounty this game then? Because there is an AA? Kind of just forego it and go for like, let's say solo crest.
Yeah, what do you get? Pipe Rush?
Pilot Guy really likes the blink. He literally spends like between tier 3
I remember
and
TI4.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure we all do.
So maybe we'll see that.
5 seconds.
Many couriers were slain.
I really enjoyed this draft though. Like for both teams. Barrel on one side, Bounty on the other.
The other thing that's cute this game, Lumi, which we haven't mentioned, is the Ion Shell Bear.
Oh yeah.
Very obnoxious. I love it.
I actually think that Bear got a stealth buff when Solo Crest is so widely purchased. Because that thing just mows down tower and then, you know, Solo Crest makes the Bear survive for such a long time.
That's true. All right, let's get into it. Game 2, Secret, a win here. Completely controlling their own destiny. They move into the upper bracket. A loss, it's LGD, who would advance. No pressure, maybe. This time around looks like he'll be headed to the side lane, and it seems Sylar will be the mid hero. Much more difficult for a Bounty Hunter to pressure. Curious to see if Secret are expecting this. Of course, Shadow Fiend will be the one that goes mid, so no big surprises there. But this is an old curveball LGD used to throw a lot. RTK perhaps having flashbacks to the How 8 teams of old.
The thing I really don't like pairing your Bounty Hunter with the Shadow Fiend, because Bounty Hunter a lot of times is looking to roam between jungle. That means he's not stacking for the Shadow Fiend.
30
And if you do
seconds
want to stack the
to
Shadow Fiend, then you have to commit your other support. So, I don't know. And also, this Bounty Hunter roam is kind of hit or miss, right?
Gives a little poke to DDC off the bat. I think he's trying to force out a sentry here and then just run the hell away. A lot of damage done, DDC.
Yo, he
Heavy harass. Somebody help this guy. He pops the chili touch.
Pilot
He's
Guy
going to
dead.
commit onto this Pi low. Sentry drop, long range, 6 HP. Pilot die. Oh no. Not the way to start the lane, but they do get the double bounty rune. And
Wow.
I guess
They got
normally,
double rune.
normally that's a big win, but this is a lone druid. He doesn't really need like that quick bottle or, you know, any early
Look,
item the way other mids
He
do.
got the bounty experience by getting that kill.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
It's
That's what I like
it's
to
a
call
small consolation prize.
Unforced error. Like, come on. Highlight that. Alright. Some sentry action on the mid lane.
It's the
But
pressure of knowing that you would be flaming him, Lumi. That was a forced error.
yeah.
Your Pilot Eye's worst enemy. And they have a sentry down now. Sylar gonna back off.
Got him.
Wars. Boom,
Okay.
boom.
That's
That's a win for the bounty.
Yeah, you could trade that.
But they already have boots on Sylar. And this is gonna be a tough lane to pressure. Just a ranged hero, you've got the bear to kind of annoy the bounty hunter and trade more effectively when he runs in. And once you get level 6, you're basically ungankable. So yeah, I think this should go okay for Sylar, especially at these early levels. It's taking a bit of harass, but he can give it back out. Let's look at our other lanes. What do we have? Misery, Awfully Clockwork, up against an Ember AA. Actually not the easiest lane for Clock. If he ever cogs himself in with the Ember and there's Chilly Touch, he's easily dead.
Not a good
so.
time. But at the same time, if he gets chained, you could always cog away the Ember, so it's kind of it
Yeah,
depends on
if you block him out, then you're absolutely fine. And meanwhile, RTK on the bottom lane, he's going to collect his level 2 up against a Bane Doom. A lot of harassment, but not a ton of killing potential here until Doom hits 6.
Doom really likes his double mango build. I see it every time.
Clearly, they have not been watching Merlini with the quintuple mango build.
So you think he just need to buy more?
Mango's are legit, dude. That's a lot of regen. Plus the Scorched Earth. Think of the synergy, Lumi.
So you're saying regen is good? Get more regen?
Therefore, more regen is better.
Yeah, RLTK, you could get
You
Nightmare.
just keep on walking.
Yeah.
Walk it off. So Pilot Die, he is going to rotate in DDC and MOI. They will 2-man secure the runes. Very smart. Don't want to be walking alone and then just get slowly poked down. LGD, they've got their anti-bounty hunter strategies down pat.
I'm really a big fan just picking up an early pack of dust. Just when Bounty Hunter sees that you have dust, he's just kind of afraid to go into your lane. And thus you just kind of zone him out from that area of the map. And of course the Lone Druid doesn't really care about the bounty, at least not as much. And the fact that there's another sentry on the mid lane, I feel like this bounty pick to me is always risky. Like, you could get away with your early game being severely under-leveled, and then your mid game, you're severely under-farmed, and you're not providing your team with any effective like nuke or stun. So I feel like Pilot Tai's early bounty roam has not been effective.
No, and that's the other thing with Lone Druid is it's not like he needs like an early bottle where support's got to come and ferry it out to him.
Yeah.
This is just a naturally very independent hero. The courier is going to make a move, but not too far. And the other thing is he could just send the bear back to do his pickups for him. So I actually love the Lone Druid. The more that we look at it, difficult for Bounty Hunter to kill. Doom not very good against him. In fact, one of the worst cores to Doom in general. And of course, very resistant to these early ganks. But Pilot Dai, he's trying to find openings elsewhere. He's going to pressure MY a bit. Single alt attack lobbed out. They do have one sentry near the lane, but Pi seems to be aware. He's avoiding RTK. Got slept up, and he'll just surge away. Another very pesky and difficult to kill hero based on the matchup.
Yep. The downside of a Lone Druid mid is that he's completely passive, right? For example, Weehaw could pull ahead by stacking in jungle and getting a ton of farm.
Oh yeah.
Your Sylar, he's not jungling, he's just sitting in the lane. Maybe he gets a kill with a Lucky Entangle, but apart from that, he's just sitting there, not really, you know, getting too much beyond what he can get from the mid.
Okay, patiently walking away. No, they need that stun to hit. Then they maybe go for the kill, but even if they sleep into a stomp, he's not low enough. He can just surge away at that point. So kind of had to hit the stomp line, and then when he surges, sleep him and go for it.
So what do you think Doom's item build should be in this game? Are we going to see an early Midas? Are we seeing some sort of aura build, drums, Vlads, that kind of thing? Are we going to see a blink?
They have clock to initiate, so I don't necessarily think they need blink. At the same time, he's pretty bad at catching Ember.
I feel like this
I think they want something that fights relatively early. I don't think you want to play too passively against that maybe Ember after the way last game went.
Yeah, I think you want to go for a fighting and chasing build. I feel like phase drums is where you want to be at.
Yeah, get the Alpha Wolf, go phase drums. That's like probably the scariest thing though.
Yeah, in combination with those track movement speed bonus, you're just running down all of these squishy AA, Witch Doctor. So.
Alright, well, any hope of ganky mid is over now. 1200 health, 9 armor with phase boots. That ain't happening. I'll give the bear the phase boots. Oh, Pilot Dai is being cute, eh?
He's level 2.
Just trying to be as disruptive and annoying as possible. Mess up the Ember's equilibrium, maybe cause them to miss some additional last hits. We will see the phase grabbed again by maybe. Seems to prefer them a bit. Well, Pilot Dai will show up mid, but Sylar just kind of chuckles. Shadow Fiend. Looks like they wanted to go in Misery. Not able to. He is, in a way, though, I think, doing his job because DDC and MOI are not really getting much out of the pulls.
That's true.
They're under level right now. Weeha's going to make a rotation. Oh, the sentry's still there. The ping comes out immediately. DDC still might get run down. He's straight back to the tower. Rocket's going to connect. It's only a level 3 clock, though. Weeha, full dive. He can get this with 2 raises. Or actually, no, it'd be 3 raises. Only a level 3 raise, but not going to risk it. That's a pretty big win. They want to get the bounty some levels, so he'll go back to the mid lane, but a lot of wasted time here from the Shadow Fiend, and time he could have been spending stacking the jungle. He's going to miss 1 stack now. Maybe he'll get the 6-minute rune to make up for it.
Yeah, Bane hasn't been stacking as well, and that's something I touched on earlier. You know, when your bounty's ruining, that your other support has to stack, and he's busy zoning ROTK out. Speaking of ROTK,
oh, I think he wants to find the Shadow Fiend stacks, but there are none.
What a play by Secret.
How sad is he? The next level, we know you're going to check our jungle, so we're just not going to stack. ROTK, poor guy. Sobs quietly. Handkerchief.
So I'm wondering when Doom is going to rotate off the lane. I mean, he technically has level 6, and he can maybe go back to base and get mana, but just happy farming the jungle. Mid lane, though, maybe we're going to see a bear snipe? Alright, he's trying his best. Deny? Nicely done by Sylar. The micro's there.
They're bringing in many heroes. I don't think they're even close to
Entangle's a kill.
Yeah, and at some point there might be one. Phase boots cooling down. Weeha. Oh, that's Sylar, not an RNG lord. Clearly the Donger has a thing or two to teach him. Come on, give this man an attack. Please.
That was like, what, 5 attacks without Entangle? Alright. Doom's still not rotating off the lane. The thing is, ROTK, like, he's going to be such a high health that even if he gets Doom, he could just pretty much walk it off. With that said, I don't think...
Oh, he's got the Alpha Wolf. If you get a crit, then you ain't walking anything off. But yeah, as long as that doesn't happen. The thing for LGD right now is in this particular draft, it's only the Ember that can create space. Like, he's the one that starts the fights. That's kind of the downside of the lone Druid. You mentioned he's an inactive mid, and so I expect for LGD they're going to be very quiet until maybe he's ready to fight. Right now, just has to phase the bottle. Probably wants to farm the Aquila or drums before he gets active, but until that time, LGD are going to be in a very passive farming rhythm. They also need Ice Blast to really get active on the map, and so to me, this is a window for Secret. They've got heroes that can fight already. The Bane, even Clock before it's level 6 has some kill potential, and of course Doom. They're the team that wants to fight now, because once that Ember gets going, it's going to be a lot trickier for them.
Did that Doom just one-shot a range creep 8 minutes into the game?
Yes, I believe he did.
Alpha Wolf, what a... Oh, Doom! There you go. Darkseer even searched before that, but obviously Doom...
Oh, what a coconut!
Ah, that's fine.
Where's that entangle?
Dude, Witchstalker could get run down.
He's gonna run in. Maybe has opted to join the fight. Now pops the Flame Guard. Nice and early. They're gonna finish off Weeha. He's got a Remnant. He can look to move forward. Bottle popped, and again, maybe on a rampage now. He knows the Dooms are cooldown, diving in. The chain's still cooling down a bit longer, but they get the root. They get the kill. Remnant's through again. Puppy needs to help. Brain Sap. Not enough to heal. They barely get him, but they're gonna lose another 3-for-2 exchange. It is 2 cores going down on each side, but the Bane, the bonus kill here, and I think even the bigger thing, DDC just farming top lane alone, not being contested.
And Pylaidai is not farming any lane. He did get some of the kill experience though, so there's that.
He'll have tracks. That was just really patient play by Maybe. He waits until the Doom gets used. He waits until the first raise, or I think actually might have been the first 2 raises get used, and then he pops the Flame Guard. Otherwise he gets moved immediately, and he doesn't actually get those kills. I'm just knocking stuff off the desk all over the place, Lumi. I'm a mess.
Misery also need his level 6 quite obviously, but I feel like the onus is on Secret to make things happen, because Sylar's going to get farmed. He is going to be a problem eventually, and because of the hero matchup, like Bounty Hunter is so bad against a lone Druid.
Yeah.
Like, what is Bounty Hunter going to do when the push
He can
comes?
somewhat annoy the bear just by kiting it, but as far as like hero goes.
Yeah.
I'm curious what the build is. Is Sylar going, is this a Midas into Radiance? Is this going to be an early Maelstrom? The last time I saw Lone Druid, Eternal Envy, Doom not ready yet. He's 3 seconds off to get caught a little too soon. Maybe he gets the Doom,
he's gonna get cold
but he's
feeded.
gonna die. Cold feet. Actually, maybe not. Scorched Earth. He's going in. He's critting.
Crit.
EE is angry.
Okay.
How dare you, MMY?
Doom
I
fair
am
hero.
your lord.
All right, DDC in a lot of trouble as well. Misery, is he level 6? No, he's not, but looks like Battery Assault is going to give him level 6.
Oh, maybe just swagged on him. Comes in, the casual drive-by chains, even things up somewhat, but RTK able to back away. 2 for 1, they get the 2 supports, but they lose a carry Doom. So I would say more or less an even exchange there.
Yeah,
slight gold win for Secret, but losing your Doom definitely hurts.
I think Pi getting the experience is the big factor on the bottom lane. He is going to be hitting level 6 for that next fight.
Yeah, I agree. Getting that Ancient Apparition and Bounty Hunter supports level 6 are, along with the Bane, I would say those are like the 3 most important objectives in the game right now for both teams.
I would say getting mech on RTK is pretty good for LGD as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a little while though. He's got the Arcane Boots as well as the Soul Ring, so this will be a bit delayed.
Yeah.
DDC gonna hit level 6 soon.
So I think overall we are in agreement that neither team is really in a big lead, right? Like both teams
no, I think
executing the game plan.
I'm a little worried for Secret, just in the sense that they have not shut down the Ember Spirit at all.
Or the Bear.
Or the Bear. I'm not sure how much the Bear will do this game, but I just also feel like he's a terrible Doom target.
Oh, he's going for Maelstrom first. That's not an item that I expected. I thought he was going to go either Radiance or like Midas even, but...
Yeah, they're going to start deathballing with this. And that is the one thing that you mentioned during the draft. Secret are pretty weak in 5v5 splashes. Well, maybe not if we have the double damage, but this is an Eternal Envy special. You definitely see his influence with
Go for the Roche.
Let's just rush.
Yeah.
It's, hey, hell of a trade.
I wonder
Tier 1 for Roche, but if LGD go for 2, maybe not.
I wonder if teams are just going to expect it more. Like, alright, I'm playing against Envy, let's just war with it.
He's been doing it for like, what, a year and a half now, and still nobody seems to know.
Okay, so we do have the Aegis. I guess that improves their 5v5. You just have somebody that could walk in and tank. Who got the Aegis? Was it the Shadow?
Yeah.
Okay.
We hug on it.
What do you think he should go for?
Clock's getting Blade Mail. It depends on their plan. Generally, I would say you should get a mech, but you're up against AA. Maybe the Sanjin Yasha BKB build right away could be good.
I think Sanjin Yasha into Manta for the roots. Or do you think Manta straight
well,
up?
I think BKB also addresses that. And there's Ice Blast. Ember does a lot of magic damage. I would prefer the BKB.
Would you get BKB straight up first?
No.
Yeah. So
Dude,
SNY into BKB.
he just got the... He sees the rocket coming in. He got the...
Oh, Bounty's near me, yeah.
I'm getting ganked. Sorry, what were you asking?
I was gonna say SNY into BKB, just a fairly standard build.
I don't like the straight BKB unless you desperately need Shadow Fiend to be able to fight. Because I just feel like by the time the crucial mid-game fights happen, Sentry Ward pop. Weehaw, Cass is gonna find him. Ice Blast revealed. Bam! Gets him. That might be the Aegis.
He's actually
low.
fine.
So they have the detection. They did pop. Adjust that. It might have been slightly out of range.
And
That's
again,
happening. Pylai die. You mentioned the courier steps, Lumi. He wanted it. Shitty wizard.
high TPs into tier 1 with 100 HP.
Woohoo!
He might just die to like a random slice.
Sama is being caught by Alfredo, then maybe with the jump in, he'll get the kill off the bat. The brain set finishes the jump. They're
You're
gonna
also
lose
low.
Good
Get out.
TK trapped in the clouds. Good connection there for Misery, but they've lost him down the track. They want to kill off this pesky Ember Spirit. They're gonna do it. The Shuriken bouncing to the bear, who was doomed in the beginning, but he doesn't really care.
I think they got 1 track kill.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 2
They
for
lose
1.
the Aegis. They lose the Doom.
Oh, 2 for 2. Track kill. That's fair trade, I think.
Oh!
What?
Are you kidding me?
That was an MLG 420 no scope.
I just heard the Ice Blast like, oh shit, where's the Ice Blast going? Oh my god.
All right then, not a good trade for
God.
CC.
In my professional assessment,
Yes.
that was a terrible trade.
Okay then.
Oh, no.
I don't even know how to like.
Secret. I can only imagine the team chat when that happens. Like the second that Ice Blast hits.
MV said we fucking lost. That's what happened on team chat.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm pretty sure this guy's feeling.
Oh, he's just got a Midas.
He just got a Midas. That literally just gave him a Midas.
I don't know. I think this is like one of the most tilting things that could happen to you. You're like, we just want to fight.
Because he used the Ice Blast at the start of the fight, so they may not have even realized, because they were just running down mid, it looked like. They may not even realize it had come off cooldown. It was a longer fight than expected. Mistakes were made, Lumi.
I really enjoy the way that they're using the bear, right? Most teams when they play the bear is just like this late game thing, but they're just fine manning and.
But he's really the problem with the bear is it feels like it's so weak later on, even if he's like 5 or 6 slotted. So I agree with you. I really like the fact that they're fighting with it now. Like, while it's very strong, hard to kill.
But is bear the carry here? I feel like the bear might be just a secret tank later on, right?
Yeah, he's like the space maker or the siege engine. Something the Ember isn't that good at.
Right, and then you give space for DDC or Witch Doctor to do damage in human fights. So I don't know. I really enjoyed this bear play. The first bear I could really get behind is 6.85.
I wish I'd see more Lone Druid in this patch. It's still kind of hard. There's been a wider variety in builds ever since the Monopool addition to the hero, where some players have experimented with that Blade Mail Mask of Madness build because it's got such a high HP pool that the Blade Mail really hurts when it's taking the bonus damage. But yeah, I'm not sure what the optimal build is right now. Ice Blast will come through.
Okay.
Hit him. But
Did he track?
Yeah, he got the Nightmare off, and should be okay for now. Sylar turns into a little bear, then back to a big one. Weeha's like, oh, I can Requiem this.
I think he just got level 11.
Requiem, that's going to leave a bit of mark. Can they finish him off? Sylar doomed as well, but in comes the Witch Doctor. The
Cass.
The heal
Oh,
is here.
Cass.
You just can't doom this thing. Alfredo is far too tanky. We'll be just
Why do you call him Alfredo?
He actually, Bulldog calls the Spirit Bear Alfredo, but whatever. I'm calling them both Alfredo. I don't care.
Why does he call him Alfredo?
I don't know why. It just sounds cute. Oh, meanwhile, Dark's here getting killed off top. Looks like it was a hook. No grip required. I guess technically, like this one should be chicken, this one should be Alfredo or something.
Why is it on chicken?
Pasta and Alfredo? I don't know.
This is making.
Because they go together well, you know?
I see.
Jesus. It's not rocket science, guys.
He should call
Got
the
4
bear.
people sitting around me.
He should call the bear. He should call the bear jelly, and then he'd be peanut butter.
Yeah. Got some racist Asians.
Let's just name food that go well together. Ice cream and root beer. Doesn't that go well together?
Mid lane, they're gripping up maybe. This is a big kill. I get it. Maybe not having that flawless Ember performance though, and I mean if you're gonna have one hero go off, you would much rather that it's the Ember than the Lone Druid.
For who? Who'd rather that happens? I'm sure
LGD.
Secret
LGD
would rather
much
kill
have
the.
like a Superman Ember right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Secret. Oh, Courier Snipe. Thank you.
I like that. You legend. They are going to get the Sentry Ward down, but already the Shuriken is bounced through. They brain set DD6 as well. He wildly lobs out a nice blast.
Nice blast.
That's not quite as good as what we saw earlier. Now they're going to sleep up Sylar, but the Bear keeps on going. Gets off the Entangle. Puppy needs one more. The Maelstrom procs pretty strong damage here. Running him down. Give him a root. Give him a root.
Oh.
Not going to happen. He backs off. He turns. He tries to fight Misery. He suddenly finds himself trapped in the trees. No way out. Death Ward's coming through. Look at it go. And down he will.
All of these trades are favoring Secret though, because they're getting track kill. I also saw that Bounty Hunter was at 1800 gold. Did he just get the blink now?
Oh, 4-staff. Interesting.
Huh. 4-staff from Chains, I guess? Maybe if 2 heroes are cast
Or
up.
the root.
Yeah.
It's kind of good to run away from the bear. You could also 4-staff the Clockwork forward to help him initiate chase a bit, so.
Wait, somebody just had 2,500 gold. Was it MMY?
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Are you checking them?
1,200. Sylar. 3,000.
Okay. So Radiance, right, I guess?
Radiance Maelstrom? I assume AC.
Okay, that makes more sense. Whenever I see somebody like hitting at 3k, I'm like, okay, relic time. Bottom Doom!
Yeah, it's actually kind of hard to hit Doom on Ember. Even if you catch him off guard, just because you've got that cast time. Oh, RTK. Deleted. I think. Gets the mech off, though. Backpack. We are almost up on the cliff. He is currently very fast, but we'll get the kill. Runs away. A little closer than I think. It's a kill.
Yep. So looks like we're gonna see. Or actually, what is this Doom build? He's got an Ogre Club. It can't be a BKB first, can it? I feel like
it makes them all pretty unkillable.
Puppy, very killable in the mid lane. Ice Blast gonna come in, and there's a root on top. He's pretty much dead.
Ugly.
Can Secret get something
done? Where's the root? Give him more. Mjolnir now complete. Okay, so he skips the AC. He goes for the more aggressive item. And now jumping in his nade, he gets destroyed. Almost finished off, but not quite. The bear doing the work, but not enough. Can't kill with Misery. 34 health.
Ask Death Ward doing
Bear
a ton of
down.
damage.
Round 2. We are dead. Mauled.
We need a Doom coming in. He's rotating from the bottom side here. Tracks are at the ready.
Already committed the Doom.
Who do you do? Oh, he killed the Ember Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great kill for them.
Still losing a Shadow Fiend as well as a Bane. I don't think they got track kill on that one either. Judging by the gold chains, probably not. They're pumping up, looking for the team fight. RTK. Does he get the mech? Yeah, mech's complete. Yep. There's your BKB on Doom. I mean, there's Ice Blast, Ion Shell, a lot of magic damage, remember, even the Mjolnir, so it's definitely a good BKB game.
I think the important factor is he's allowed to BKB and just walk to the back line. And basically the Witch Doctor and AA just can't stay in the fight. And if you zone both of those people out in the fight, I think Ember as well as the Bear is going to have a tough time dealing with the Secret supports. So it's definitely a non-standard build, but I think it works out.
And he has to be patient, because you really want to wait to Doom the Ember. That is, aside from the grip, their only control for that hero. So having BKB means you stay alive longer, you could be a little more disciplined and not worry about getting picked off or panic and have to Doom right away. So, I mean, it's always hard to argue with a BKB. It's rarely a terrible item.
You could argue with the BKB first, which is what's happening here, right?
I don't know if BKBs talk back, though. It's not a fair fight, Lumi.
All right. You could be the BKB personification.
Ah, the Roshan is back. Still feel overall like things are going quite well for Secret, though. Lone Druid's farming really well, but again, maybe he's been shut down thoroughly this game. The Fiend's grips have been on point. He's 2-4. This is not the explosive performance we saw last time. And later on in the game, if the Bears farm, they've got plenty of control for it. Just a lot of physical damage, lockdown.
You think Poppy should rank up Enfeeble this game just for the Bear? Something that we don't see nowadays anymore.
Yeah, I think definitely later on. Maybe not right now.
The Nightmare is also good control against the Bear.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of work with the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, that's the item we haven't talked about. What do you think about it? Like, it's been fairly effective so far, right?
Yeah, I think it's paid for itself pretty much already. It's forcing them to 5-man a lot with the Bounty Hunter.
The thing is, like, you're already getting detection for Pylite Dive, so it just makes the Shadow Blade, it doesn't make sense to me, you know?
They're inching forward. Pi gonna drop a sentry. They did scout out this Observer Ward. Colonel Envy. Punch him with the Quelling Blade. Okay. Nom nom nom. Backs away.
You should be able to track the Bear. I mean,
All right,
it's
we see
a
little
hero.
enough Lone Druid as it is.
It has item slots.
I think they're gonna need a gem, honestly.
They do, considering that there's
Shadow
Shadow
Blade, Shadow Feed, the Bounty Hunter, just the great wards Pi has been getting up. You look at that Radiant Vision and they see a lot of these key choke points up towards the mid lane. It's a little poor right now, but definitely it's gonna be on the agenda. Maybe. Tracked up, they get the long range Doom, but he's very far back. Protected by the team. They're gonna commit on this. The Shuriken bounces through the cogs. Just ignore him. He drives past him. I want your face, maybe. Come back. He's devoured. DDC will be next. Oh, that BKB paid for itself there. Xylar TP'd out, scrambling. MMY massacred. Will fall. 4 down in the end, as they also lost RTK on the flip side of the fight. They might even lose there. Raise. It's tanky. It's fast. It will get out.
I think the BKB first that we talked about, like just running through the entire lineup of LGD is what it's designed to do. Of course, you could get rooted while in BKB, and that would have been bad, but it was just so fast.
That's the thing with the low Druid is, like, a lot of times in actual fights, you can just run around him and ignore him.
Yeah, that's true.
Secret played that really well. They basically just bypass the bear, forget about it. It's not going to kill as quickly as we can. We'll deal with it after the heroes are dead. That's exactly what happened.
And I think the item now, Envy gets flanked, right?
Like the root. Where's the root? Give this man a root.
Okay, he does get the root, and here comes the Ember Spirit. No Doom in this fight, but the right clicks are still very strong. Yeah, he's dead. And looks like Weeha's gonna phase himself out of there.
They want additional kills. Doesn't seem like they're gonna find it.
Envy did buy the blink before dying, though, so.
Yeah, a fairly big overextension there. They definitely could have backed safely. Now LGD, they might get the Rosh off of this. No Doom.
Yeah.
The ult is fully down soon, but he doesn't have buyback. And if LGD see the buyback, they can always retreat. This is a very safe road.
This is a very big problem for Team Secret, because if you drop the Aegis on Nate, there's actually no way that they could deal with it.
These fights go a lot differently if he's got a second life.
Yeah. You see that?
All the one fights have been him just getting caught and picked off at the start.
So thinking about it, there is a Force Staff. There's a grip on RTK. I'm not sure about this one.
Oh, he's tracked as well.
Actually,
looks like he is going to go down.
okay.
They pop him. LGD just too worried about securing their Aegis to even fight that. Well, they do get it. Maybe they'll get Puppy as well. He's trying to retreat. Glimmer Cape running for it. Ice Blast coming in hot. Oh, bam. I don't know if it's enough. They might need one more auto attack.
The Bear's got it.
Does he? Does he?
The Bear's like, come give me a hug.
Get back here, Daddy.
Dire's structures
Can't find him.
are fortified.
Sylar couldn't get in range.
Right. Shadow Blade into a SNY. You could actually even break that SNY later.
Maybe.
Oh, what?
Swagged on.
Lols? So that Aegis advantage we talked about is now no longer there?
Yeah, his Sleight of Fist was on cooldown, so he didn't have any way to dodge that.
Okay, so
Once he remnanted back.
completely irrelevant question, right? If you Silver Edge Lone Druid, do you take away synergy?
I don't know.
You should, right?
That's a good
This is
question.
one of the things that does not matter. I'm just curious. Yeah, taking away
It's a
synergy.
pretty strong ability.
It's a strong buff for the team, or for the Bear.
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever seen anyone
Counter
like,
to Lone Druid.
how
Oh
do
my
I
god!
counter Lone Druid right now,
Silver
guys?
Edge.
That's not a conversation that many players are having at the moment.
All right. So he's. I imagine BKB would be the next item choice for the Shadow. Doubling up with the Doom, just kind of run in and do work.
Yeah, he gets the SNY, or sorry, the Helm of the Dominator. This is your, I call it the Yawar build, not to say that he invented it, just the player I've seen going for it the most.
I'm not a fan of Helm against Druid, although it does give you great armor, 20 damage, and it's not the worst.
It helps you jungle a bit. You always keep your HP up. But yeah, in the fights, obviously, this is not the most effective item.
Yeah. You don't get a value satanic upgrade later on. I mean, you can, but...
Speaking of the AA, DDC got a Midas, like, what, 12, 13 minutes ago?
And he kept dying.
He still has not gotten... Has he gotten any components? No, nothing.
Oh, he's been buying wards for the team. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I think you want... you're up against Doom. I feel like you really want the Aegis.
I believe the Vlad has been picked up on the Bear. Is that the
Yeah, Vlad's and the Javelin, so either MKB or Basher potentially coming. Maybe he gets gripped under the tower. Maybe again in very deep on his own. Bam! Weehaw! Lays him out. He will die, and then Torment arrives. He's gonna doom the Bear of all things. Level 10. Holy shit! Did you see that? He just munched up that Witch Doctor. Down for the count.
They get the Bear?
They kill one Bear. They want the other. Papa, you're next.
The 9?
Give me your porridge.
Oh no, it runs out. Blink forward,
Forward, there's
Clockwork
the
Hook. They can chase for more.
got him.
And I think they will get DDC as a result. Where's Bounty under all of this? Where's all the track kill?
They've gotten 2 of the bears, Lumi. I just need to find Goldilocks.
What's a Goldilocks?
Ever heard of Goldilocks and the 3 bears?
That's not
Oh,
like
sick vacuum.
Star Wars stuff? Or?
It's very good.
Okay.
Alright, RTK.
I think everyone's dumbfounded by whatever we're talking about.
Y'all didn't have much of a childhood if you never heard about Goldilocks and the 3 bears.
I grew up
my
in
friend.
China, you know. We learned about.
That's probably like a Chinese version of it.
We learned about Chairman Mao. Not this Mao that's in this game, but a different one.
That was a terrible fairy tale.
I didn't say it was a fairy tale. It's just
Nightmare.
it's our version of history, you know. Alright.
Isama, he's up to 3,800 gold now.
So is it the axe? I'm surprised that he was able to get away without any armor items. Like
they have the Shadow Fiend to do physical damage, so I don't think you need Doom to be like the battle Doom or anything. I think Eggs is definitely Shiva's Refresher is probably the main other option, but the Eggs adds a lot to your team fight.
I mean, does it though? Like if you Doom Ember, he's already dead. And
sometimes, like that fight he got gripped first. I think if he's just Doom, there are fights where he can get away.
Yeah, I guess if Witch Doctor is popping a heal next to him.
Alright, Shiva's in it. So yeah,
I don't know, I feel like it helps the chase. Yeah. I think it's
Doom definitely does need armor, and he only has 3 right now, so at some point if the game goes on, this definitely looks like the caster build, so then you're looking at like your Ag, Shiva's Refresher, delete 2 heroes, fight 5v3. Should be able to win from there.
I don't think we're in any disagreement when we say that Team Secret is fairly ahead at this point.
They're very ahead, and they're about to get more ahead. Don't finish on baby that time, though. Flame Guard saving lives.
Wait, why did Envy not Doom there?
Didn't have mana.
I think he like...
Yeah,
Did he level death or something?
No, I don't think so. There's no way he would have leveled death.
Yeah.
I also didn't hear it. I've got the 1 earbud, man.
Our casting technology is so high. You got the 1 earbud. We got some electrocution.
Electrocution earbuds.
And somebody had to tape it onto my hoodie, you know, so it doesn't fall off. That's good times. All right, so we talked about Secret is fairly ahead. What are some steps that LG could take to kind of start making a comeback here?
They just have to farm the Ember. Lone Druid is just, to me, a non-factor.
It's hard to farm though. Like that's what the Doom starts to restrict the map. What about the Bear? Like, can you farm yourself back in this game and start being a factor there as well?
Just, I don't know, put 6 items on the Bear. I feel like you just ignore it most of the time. They're just so good at bypassing it. They can beat you out of the tangle. They can hook past it. Bounty Hunter's always going to just kind of sneak up behind you.
The track MS helps too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunters actually turned out to be pretty good versus the Bear because of that. Like, just allowing the team to kite.
It goes both ways. If the Bear's on the offensive on your tower, your bounty's useless. But when the bounty's on the offensive, like, you know, tracking, chasing, then I think same thing. Like, it helps you bypass the slow-moving Bear.
So they get the Battle Fury. I mean, to me, the way LGD most likely wins this game if they come back, and it's going to be quite the comeback. We'll be down 14,000 gold, and experience is you go really late with a super stacked Ember, you get the AA Ags, and then you just look for that big cleave combo into an Ice Blast. But that's not exactly what Secret are planning on having in this game. The hook's going to come out, they doom Sylar, they just keep on doing the Bear, they say screw it, he might be a terrible target, but we can afford to get away with it. MMY with the Death Ward, EE may end up going down, he tanks for a while, he will eventually fall. Now the back wall, back on the wheel, they've lost 2 big beefy cores,
guys,
a huge loss.
Tier 2 still up.
But they hook Misery out.
I'm just saying, that building, that was easy.
They got some track gold there, right? But not enough, apparently.
They lose a lot of momentum by losing both their cores. They're trying to kill Maybe. They don't have grip. What is this? What are they trying to do?
Misery's in danger now. No, maybe not. That's the blade
Okay, they're getting track kills.
All right, 5 seconds until Remnant Lumi. Could be dangerous for Maybe. He does have Dust available. He's going to get slept up. Sure again. There's the hook. They chain him. They burst him down. It's a wipe.
How are they
Secret.
doing this? Team Secret OP.
It doesn't help when the AA just dies right off the bat and basically does nothing in the fight.
You know, I think the problem actually is A started buying wards throughout the mid game.
He should. I really think DDC should have rushed the eggs.
Yeah. I mean, he had a what, like 14-minute Midas after that triple kill on the mid lane.
Yeah, it's kind of cute that like both of your supports can have items because he's got a Midas and, you know, Witch Doctor doesn't have to buy wards, but
Granted, I think the
Force
Force
Staff
Staff is nice against
It's a
Clock.
nice item,
Yeah.
but Eggs is a game-winning item. Yeah, it gets the clockwork. You can kind of understand it, but the bear getting caught in the cogs isn't that big of a deal. Ember can always jump out. AA is always sitting back if he's played smart. So, yes, you need a Force Staff versus clockwork, but I'm not convinced like they needed it more than an Eggs on AA.
I agree. With that said, though, Secret is not exactly breaking base at any given moment, so I feel like we are going to see CC eventually deal with Axe before this game. Their mid game, though, has something because of the lack of Axe.
I still would not 100% count LG down. It looks really bad, but this is the kind of draft that can make a comeback from this situation. But it's going to come down to Secret mistakes. They have the map control now. They have the better fighting lineup. They can deal with the Ember for quite a while, and maybe going to kill him off again. He's looking for that perfect Requiem directly under. Oh, the timing's not right. I mean, you go for that. Why not? If it misses, no big deal. They don't really need the Requiem right now.
Spook him a bit.
I don't see LGD trying to contest the Roche.
Ooh, Pai's got a gem. This is bad news here for LGD.
Yeah, Puppy, very thoughtful ally. By the way, look how far Puppy is at track gold.
Dude, Puppy's got
All
a
their
lot of
heroes.
Atos.
All their heroes. That's a Midas AA who's 3,000 down on the supports of Secret.
Well, essentially everybody on Secret has Midas, right? You have a track bounty.
Exactly. Oh, and then some.
Yeah.
The 2-tower advantage ain't hurting too much either. And now Pai, he's going to get an ultimate orb. They will track Sylar. What is this ultimate orb for, Lumi? Is this a Lincoln's, a Hex? Hex for Ember?
Lotus?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Lotus orb?
I got an ultimate orb.
Right. It is late. Do you want me to tell you how you can rebuy BKBLD?
Please.
You can rebuy it
Tell
in
me
a
a
10-second
story.
charge. Boom! Here we go.
I can't believe they keep on dooming the bear, and it seems like it's fine. They just run in and start smacking. And then why's going to go down?
It literally makes no sense to this. But the Ember is not.
They're so strong that they can kill him anyway. DDC likely to be next. Just eaten up inside LG base. Then a hook forward. They get the grip off, and then they push him back in. That's going to be a track kill on maybe Secret. Just all of a sudden, they hit the kill switch, and that's it. GG.
That was a clown.
LGD down to the lower bracket. They had their moments. I think a few things this game, they did a great job of shutting down Maybe. He just didn't have that incredible performance as last time, and the Bane was probably the biggest factor in shutting him down. The Lone Druid pick, he did well in the lane. He wasn't ganked by the Bounty Hunter. He just didn't feel his impact. Like, he actually was slightly winning against Shadow Fate in terms of CS. Didn't matter. I mean, who did more this game? That's not even a question.
Yeah,
and the other thing with the AA, I think rushing the eggs could have made a much bigger difference. That's okay. After your Lotus Orb comments, I'm not sure if anyone wants to hear what you have to say.
So I think
Oh my god, I just shocked myself.
the other thing is that Darkster wasn't really doing anything this game. Like last game, you had vacuum into like ice shards and wall, but did we even see a wall this game? Like a good one?
Not really.
Yeah. Like the difference is that Doom just runs in and your line breaks.
I do have to remind you that this draft began with a Lich ban and they gave away Doom. Lich is definitely not a bad hero, but I'm not convinced that Lich is a better ban than Doom. Maybe they had a plan for the Doom. It seemed like the Lone Druid was supposed to be a semi-counter to him, but there's so many other targets.
Yeah, I still don't know why he doomed the bear every fight. I have to ask Jackie after that.
That was, I feel like that was a little swaggy Mao coming out, perhaps, you know? Rub it in a bit.
Okay, we have tiebreakers, right?
We do. No idea what the schedule is going to be. As soon as we have one, guys, we will notify you.
Okay, LD, I'm going to appropriately drop the mic.
Okay. No one heard that because of the way it landed. But yeah, guys, we're going to take a break here. He's Luminous. Follow him at Luminous Universal on Twitter. I'm LD.Dota as well. We'll be back in a bit, I think, for some tiebreak games as Nanyang's Day 2 of Group Stage action draws to a close. Stick around.